Colin Scotts' extraordinary sporting story began when he was selected for the Australian schoolboys rugby team in 1981. During that tour, he was spotted by a University of Hawaii talent scout who offered him a football scholarship. After 5 years of college footy, he hit the big time, picked in the third round of the 1987 NFL draft by the St. Louis Cardinals as a defensive tackle. He went on to play for the Houston Oilers, and the Americans fell for that trademark celebration.
Now check this out. Pop, pop, pop.
Colin's remarkable career helped pave the way for other Australians who've become NFL success stories, such as Philadelphia Eagles star Jordan Mailata. And we keep churning out some of the game's best punters, with rookie Tory Taylor the latest headline maker at the Chicago Bears. They're all following in the footsteps of the Sydney boy who was plucked from obscurity to make his mark on America's biggest sporting stage. Yes, and Colin Scotts joins us now. Welcome.
Thank you, son.
I can't,
No, best intro I've ever had.
I can't believe we've never had you on the show.
It's been a while.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to dig really deep and try to make you cry or something, because what we saw there, that boy's own adventure that you've gone through, how was it for you? Was that pure excitement or was it part terrifying?
Well, Tony, there was no social media, mate, so I didn't know one human being. I'd never seen the game before. I had actually been recruited. They knocked on my door, which is unusual. Yeah. I didn't go looking for them. They knocked on my door. I said, I have a crack. So, mate, walked into, just an environment that, you got 180-kilo men, 6'6", As I say, Tony, I was well endowed until I went to America. Things were different.
Wrestling outfit on then.
So, mate, it was absolutely abuse. I was on a full scholarship, didn't know how to put my pads on, Tone, and complete humiliation. But it came down to fight or run, and just as I've done with my cognitive right now, I'm not a quitter. So I fought and created I took a team from last in the nation to number 2, and bloody proud of it.
As you should be. But were you seen as an interloper, or was it the acceptance?
No, it was interesting because I was Australian. I wasn't black, I wasn't white, I wasn't green. I was just in the middle, mate, and I didn't care what you were. I was having enough problems. I was just in the middle, mate, and I was happy-go-lucky. But, mate, they respected that I never quit, mate, and that they knew they couldn't kill me. They knew I wouldn't run away. And in America, mate, there's a lot of people, right? 360 million people, and there's one football code done. You've got a lot of competition, mate, and just that competition we don't understand in Australia. So you've got to be on your game, mate. And if you have one weak moment or week that they'll kick your ass and take you out. So completely different culture.
But Cole, there was a lot of rivalries for your spot, wasn't there? Tell us what you copped behind the scenes, like from locals who may have wanted your spot.
No, it was incredible, Crash. It was just the competition, mate. Number one, you've got 140 guys on the team, right? And then so I've got like 12 guys just on my position. So, mate, I'm 12th in that, just to get up the rank to number one from my 12 in my. Right. Then I've got to go and compete against their best, right? So the competition, the abuse, mate, I didn't, I was just a laughing stock.
Yeah, really?
No, kicked out. No, be honest, mate, kicked out, spat at. And, mate, I'd come from being a rugby, proud like my uncle Wallaby. I was prime athlete, mate, as a kid. All I know is to win and succeed. And to go into that environment where I'm actually abused, kicked out, spat at, Denko in the eyes, mate, kicked in the you-know-what. But, mate, the harder they kicked me, the harder I kicked back, Crashy. And, mate, just that Aussie spirit, mate, and they loved it. And I kept, couldn't take the smile off my face. And they hated it. So,
Cole, you had that. I had it to a lesser extent, being an Aussie going to Europe playing soccer. Sure. We don't play soccer. So you had to go.
Absolutely.
Not as much and as full-on as what you're just describing. Was there anyone, though, that was in your corner? When you think back, was there anyone that was okay? And I know you fought. No. You did it yourself.
No, it's a great question.
There's always some. I had one.
That's interesting. I had one too, Robbie.
Yeah.
I had one
too.
too.
One person.
I had one. I can tell you his name, and I stay in touch with him.
Mine was Jean-Paul.
Mine was Leo Goers, okay? Yeah. And he was Hawaiian, and he was beautiful, and he cared about me, mate. He put on the chartboard, he said, "What do you know?" And I said, "Nothing," and he just fell over and said, you idiot. What are you doing? Yeah, let's start with that. So, good, mate, I had one guy, and that's all I needed, because I didn't know anybody. I had no friends, Robbie. I'm on a full scholarship, which is a big entitlement. entitlement in America, right? Only 40% of the team is on the scholarship. That's free education, food. We get the best food. We get pampered, right? And I just took it all for granted, but I didn't realise a scholarship is a big entitlement, especially in Division 1 football. So, mate, yes, I reached out, and thank God I had one guy that really took me under his wing and actually taught me what the hell to do, mate. It's telling me that my butt pad doesn't belong around my groin.
Great life lessons.
Oh, that's brilliant.
The NRL obviously went to Vegas this year, but earlier this year you also said that you would have a rule change for the NRL.
Yeah, no, thanks, Candice. And you can see it in the grand final again. You know, I just truly believe that, you know, and great job for the NRL and Peter Landis and what they're doing. You know, they really are trying to keep up with helping with the concussion. But I just believe off the kickoff, you're seeing a lot of guys, you know, the little halfback giving it to the prop, going full speed. Whoever catches the ball, in America it's working really well. You've seen the changes. Whoever catches the ball has to run with the ball. The doctors are all saying it'll be a 25% reduction in concussions. So kick-off, if you catch the ball, you can't pass it to the guy going chook. You start from a standing start and then you run. Your energy will be a lot less. So I just thought, and they're thinking about it. And if you look at the NFL now with the kick-off, and yeah, we don't want to take all the glory, and I get it, guys. Trust me, I'm Mr. Collision, man. I love it. But I understand that concussion, and you see it off the kick-off in the grand final, in the semi-final, is major.
Would they, you know, when the NRL did go to Vegas this year, there would have been a lot of Americans watching, you know, the men run around thinking they're absolutely crazy.
Yes, no. I used to have state of origin parties when I was over in America that they just love it, Candice, and there's such a potential. We do this right. It's this America will just fall in love with it. They just love the speed of it. You know, they can't believe that you play offense and defense and the speed and the blood and the, you know, it's just a really good game for America right now, and I think it's got great potential going forward. I'm going to Vegas and looking forward to just business, boys.
Colin, you obviously talked about a lot of strengths that Aussies have on the pitch. And I'd say one of your strengths from the clip that we were just about to show is possibly your dancing, because after one of your tackles, I believe it was for the Cardinals, you... this is some more entertainment.
Yeah.
Our producers found this, which is a cover of April Sun by Dragon.
Great song, by the way.
Thank you, love. He was my brother-in-law. He gave me the rights to the song. I did it for Qantas, and I redid April Sun in Cuba.
Really?
Just had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, no. But the Roo Hop, I was actually called a bit of a wanker in Australia for doing it, because I'm hopping around. But in America, it was actually quite brilliant. I'd have the whole crowd in Hawaii going Roo Hop. There it is, a hopping. But trust me, smart marketing, gentlemen.
Yes.
Smart marketing. Roo Hop, it identified me as I've got.
Is this for how did you get this?
There you go. Would have gone to the Olympics.
She stole it. She stole my Roo Hop.
You can be in the NFL and last at the Olympics. You can do both if you want to.
And of course, Cole, the other thing about you, you became a professional wrestler after your NFL career finished. And I heard a story many years ago that in your very first bout, you picked up and you threw a boomerang into the crowd. And I said to the guy, how did that finish? He said, oh, not well. But I never heard the full story. What was that?
No, Crash. Well, unfortunately, mate, yeah, they dressed me up in the bone-dry jacket and, you know, it was all about the image, and I was the Thunder from down under. Mate, Madison Square Garden, 14,000 people. I didn't read the fine print, but it said warning, after I took all the hair off it, that it said warning, do not throw a boomerang. But I've just gone out and, you know, I've just thrown the boomerang. You guys have thrown one lately, and it's just gone straight into the crowd, right? And I've just wiped out about 5 people, but, you know, you've got to be hated or loved, so I was hated. And I'm running out of the crowd, and some guy comes out and confronts me, and he goes, hey, as I'm running into the crowd, he goes, mate, let me tell you, you could have knocked out someone's teeth. I said, gentlemen, sir, I agree with your concerns, but nobody's got teeth in this crowd anyway. Get out of the way.
As predicted, we should have spoken to you for another 10 minutes. So the time has run out. But before, just for 30 seconds, the Brain for Life that you've just set up.
Yeah, no, thanks, mate. I'm very passionate about, you know, mate, everyone's talking about it, you know, not just CTE, just cognitive decline, mate, and I want to be a big part of, you know, reducing the decline and advancing the technology, and I'm the one that can stand up. I'm a great figurehead. My cognitive has improved in the last 10 years.
Yeah, you've been through tough times,
I have, mate. I've been as low as you can, mate. I've been as low as I can, and I'm open about it, okay? But the great thing is I'm hope, and people need hope in this world right now with cognitive decline and CTE, and I'm on a mission, and there really is, and with AI right now, everything incurable will be curable very quickly with the benefit of AI in health, and I just want to be writing it and be a part of it.
Well done, you. Great to talk to you, Colin Scotts.
Thanks,
Wonderful.
Tane.
Thanks
Great
so
to
much,
see you,
buddy.
mate.
Good
Pleasure
to
to
see
be here,
you.
mate.
Coming up, our champ of the week. Stick around. So good.
Great,